We're at Suzuka. This is the IMSA racing, and I'm in the BMW M3, and I've qualified in P6 for this one. So I'm very nervous at this point of that BMW behind me, as he keeps repeatedly trying to warm his brakes up about 3 foot off the back of my car. I know to keep this in mind for at least the first few laps of the race, give him plenty of room and just leave the door wide open for him, because I'd rather he goes past and crashes later than takes me out at the start of this race.
Alright Paul, here we go. Don't fuck this up.
I'll certainly do my best not to. I was too busy watching my rear view screen, being concerned about that beamer hitting me. I got a terrible start, and the guy to my right of me got a good run at me coming into turn 1. However, I'm quite confident on this corner, so I brake nice and gentle, a little bit early, and hold it on the outside till I know that I'm clear, to then move back onto the racing line. As this is the first lap of the race, the tyres are cold, people may not have qualified in their true racing speed position, so it is here about survival, taking it easy, remembering when the car in front of you hits your brake marker, that's a good time for you to put the brakes on.
Slow in, fast
No
out, keep the
heroics,
inside line
not
covered.
on the first couple of laps of the race. Coming up to 130R, I'm in the tow, so I know I normally just have to lift off a touch, so I lift off more than normal, and I still manage to cock the corner up and have to lift at the point I should be putting my foot down. Not the best start, but still early days. Through the first turn for the second time, the Porsche in front of us seems to go on a bit too hard, makes a bit of an error. However, as we're coming at the S's, I don't think I've got any hope of trying to get past him without causing an accident, so I'll do my best just to hang on to his rear bumper here. For the last few corners, it looks like the driver of the Porsche up in front hasn't found his rhythm yet and seems to be a little unsettled. So I'm starting to feel like they meet in a dangerous sandwich, what with him and the BMW behind us. So it's at this point I decide, right, I'm just going to try and manage the distance between the two of them, play it safe, and again, if that beamer does try to dive on me, I will certainly be leaving the door open for him. No sooner had I thought that, then the BMW goes and does what he does in the rear view mirror then. So I must admit, that was a massive relief, seeing him lose control coming out the spoon like that.
Okay Paul, you need to pass this track, you're losing too much time.
So crew chief pipes up, tells me to go faster because it knows I can. Of course I get an off track and I lock the front right up going into Casio. So sometimes I need to ignore crew chief, other times I need to listen to it, and this is one of those times to ignore it. We just run in order for a bit, nothing exciting happens, so let's skip forward a little bit. I got a decent run on the Porsche coming into turn 1, and he also cocks up his
Okay, Paul, the
midpoint
next car is
as he
Kim.
taps the brakes. I figure I can get a run up the inside of him going into the S's, then I think, hang on a minute, this is a long race, so I'll
Clear
back
right.
off. The next lap is uneventful, so let's jump to the lap following that. The slow green car on the left that I spot coming out of Casio is the guy that's in third. I'm
Far
not
left.
sure what happened, so
Clear left.
I'll still take advantage of it.
Just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. P5.
And crew chief confirms that I'm now in 5th place, which is quite good because I was hoping for a top 10 finish at
Okay,
best.
Paul, don't let this guy distract you.
I know the green car I've just passed is quicker than me. I only passed him due to some incident I didn't observe. I know he's probably going to be annoyed and he's going to want those 2 places back. So I now get to spend a couple of laps with a Porsche filling my rear view camera, doing my best to keep it behind us whilst not hitting the guy in front. We'll speed through these next couple of laps. So I managed to hold off the green Porsche for nearly 2 laps, and then when I'm coming out of Spoon, I
Don't be
get a
intimidated
terrible
by this
exit.
little shit. Make him work
I
for
know
it.
he's going to go for it, so I let him go up the inside, and I back out of the corner
side.
coming up, and I should have backed out a little
your
bit
line.
earlier. However, I lost far too
Clear
much
left.
speed doing what I'd
Far
done,
left.
which
Clear left.
also
Come on,
allowed the
Paul.
guy
Don't
behind
panic.
him
We'll get him back.
to get past, so I end up losing 2 places in 1 turn. I'm just happily holding position in 7th here, and then brown alert hits. I started to see him lose control coming out the hairpin. I picked the right direction, narrowly avoided him, and now I was back up to 6th place. We're on lap 7 at the moment, and the race was quiet up until lap 14, so let's move to that point. The guy behind us slowly reels me in over that 7 lap period. I'm sitting on the bumper of the car in front. I decide I don't want to be the meat in this sandwich, so I pit a couple of laps early to try and give myself some clear space on the track.
Alright, Paul, there's a car exiting the pits. Heads up.
Allow them two to fight each other without me being
What's your speed limit in the pits?
anywhere.
We'll fill you to the end of the race. Pit exit looks clear.
Crew chief confirms I have an empty track, so I decide to find my rhythm, and let's see what happens when the cars in front do their pit stop. Moving forward a couple of laps, I catch up to my first GT3 car of the race. Thankfully I caught him at a good point on the track.
Right side.
He held to the racing line,
Clear right.
which is the best thing you can do when being
The
imitated
leader is pitting now.
by a faster car, and I was then able just to cruise past them. The cars in front of me at this point should be making their pit stops, so I'm about to find out whether my strategy paid off or not.
Okay, Paul, there's a car exiting the pits. Heads up.
That car on the right as I come past the pit lane is the guy who had
Eighth
been
place.
running 4th, so he either had an issue or I've done something incredibly well. I put my money on him having an issue.
Coming up on a slower class car.
I get the heads up that I'm catching a slow class car, and I also get informed of my position for the first time since the pit stops.
This is great. Come on, keep nailing those exits. E4.
To my surprise, albeit a pleasant one, I find out I'm in 4th position. However, there's still a way to go in the race. Can I hold on to it, or can I not? I now start catching up to some more GT3 cars while I'm feeling the pressure from the Porsche behind.
On your left. Clear left. On your left. Clear left.
couple of laps later. I'm not sure what happens, but I've had a Porsche attached to the back of my car. I head into Spoon, he's filling my mirror. I come out of Spoon and he's nowhere in sight. So I've now got a decent gap behind us, and as I come on to start finish straight, I get the glorious sight of the white flag being shown. Taking the checkered flag, I picked myself up 4th place with a single incident, very happy with the result.
P4. Okay, that's the end. Good finish, mate. Well done.
Thank you for watching.